Here we go. Ready? Whoop. Hey flaggers, welcome back to Come Flag with me, your All Flagging Network, where we talk about worship flags, worship flags, worship flags, and excuse me. I have a couple of questions. Actually, I have 3 questions for you. And the first question is, seriously, what are you wearing? Well, what's wrong with my top? I got my top at Goodwill. See, it's all flowy and woo. See, and it looks like it's living waters. Don't you think? It's like waters, and you don't think? Oh my gosh, you got that at Goodwill. Oh, I am so embarrassed. You know what? I seriously need to put something over my head. I need to hide my face because, oh my Lord. Okay, now I'm like super duper embarrassed. I cannot show my face around because, oh my gosh, you got that at Goodwill. Why would you go into Goodwill? Seriously. Don't you know the people that go into Goodwill? You need to be as beautiful as I am. Well, you guys think it's watery, right? I mean, and aren't you getting just a tiny bit poochy in the tummy and in the arms? So you're not as pretty as I am. Aren't I beautiful? I'm so pretty. Oh, let's make my hair pretty. What's wrong with my tummy? I'm working on my poochies and my fluffies. I mean, yeah, I have fluffies, but I'm working on. You need to be pretty. The poochies are not pretty. Nobody wants to see your poochies. Truth. Working on my fluffies. And let's talk about the flags. These are not the most expensive flags on the internet. Don't you think that you should have the most expensive flags on the internet? These are not the most expensive flags. Well, I like my flags. They're not the most expensive out there, but I like them. They were made by great Christians who love Jesus, and we wave flags, and Jesus doesn't expect me to use the most expensive flags. I mean, I have the most expensive flags, but I am the most prettiest of all, and I am super duper skinny, and I'm beautiful, because isn't that what flagging is all about? It's being pretty, it's having a crown on your head, it's having the most expensive flags and pearls and the most beautiful outfit with lace. See the lace, ladies? Oh, aren't you jealous? That, my darling, is what flagging is all about. We're going to talk about worship flags, worship flags, worship flags, and how do you deal with insecurities when you flag? And you know what? You're out of my house. You need to just go. Okay, fine. I'm leaving. Just look the way you want to look. I don't care. Hey flaggers, welcome back. I am so sorry about that. I did not know Princess Fufu was going to be here, but she just shows up out of the blue and tries to mess up my flagging every single time. Every single time that I want to flag, there she is telling me something about myself. I'm too poochy. I'm not the right weight. Aren't you too old? You're going to wear that? Really? Oh, your hair. What are you going to do about your, oh my goodness, you haven't gone to the hairdresser and your hair is gray. Really? You're going out like that? Princess Fufu shows up a lot. And I know that a lot of us have a Princess Fufu that we all have to deal with. Isn't that wonderful? So we're going to talk about insecurities and how much they can mess with us while we're flagging, because Satan uses Princess Fufu as a way to get us to mess up, back off, not really give in to what God wants us to do, to be hesitant about flagging, to maybe not step out when he asks us to step out, or to say when he wants us to stay. Yeah, it can get pretty ugly. So we're going to talk about King David and the things that he ran into. He had a lot of opportunities to be insecure, but instead King David just pretty much, and he did not let insecurity back him down. And there were a lot of times that King David could have been insecure. 1 Samuel 17 talks about David meeting Goliath. Now, when David's dad sent him out to check on the battlefield, David's brothers were there just to say, "What are you doing, pipsqueak? Why are you here? Shouldn't you be looking after those, like 3 sheep? Yeah, you got like 3 sheep you need to take care of." Seriously, David? What are you doing here, man? Oh, you came to drop off pizza from Pizza Hut? Maybe you should get a job at Pizza Hut. That might be best because, you don't belong here. And what did David do instead? David went around and he was asking people, "And who is this guy running around telling the army of God that they can't make it? And y'all are listening to him? Why y'all listening to this guy? Y'all need to be standing up to this guy. Y'all need to take your swords and cut his head off." And they're all looking at David like, dude, seriously, do you see how big this guy is? He is like a basketball player and a football player crunched into one body. We ain't messing with this guy because this guy is going to eat us. And what did King David say? Dude, this guy is nothing compared to God. God can squish him like a bug. God can eat this guy. God can just flick him off. Ping! And off he'd go flying off the planet Earth. Y'all need to trust God. So finally, David got the attention of Saul, the leader, and he said, "Dude, my God is strong. I got a covenant with him, and I know I got this. You need to let me do this. I got my little slingshot, and I know that God is faithful. I know that God is so faithful, and I can take that guy out like that." And that's what David did. Now, as a little interesting fact to tell you all, I once did a study on David's slingshot and what he did. Experts in the field of slingshot say it is virtually impossible for David to have hit him right in the center of his head. It's impossible. He would have to try that at least 100 times. And he might get here, 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 he might get back there. But it's impossible that he would hit him right in the center of his forehead to where the rock would embed. It would knock him out because it knocked him cold. He was out for the count. He was gone. And then David went and chopped his head off. This guy was done. He was done. He was toast. And everybody was like, "Oh, look what little David did." Yeah, I guess we should probably put off the McDonald's job. Yeah, okay, whatever, David. Then there was another time that David was facing some insecurity. In 2 Samuel 6:16, David was bringing the ark back to Jerusalem. I think it was Jerusalem. He was bringing the ark back home. And he was getting all excited and all thrilled. And he finally figured out how to do it the right way and not David's way. Because you know how we do that? Yeah, we kind of do it our way and not God's way. And it kind of falls apart. Yeah, we all done that. But he was doing things God's way and not David's way. And because he did it God's way, can you imagine? Instead of bringing the ark in on this nasty old smelly cart with the oxen and they go, and it's like, oh my God, that smells. Oh, I'm going to be sick. No, you have these priests and they're all dressed in all of their array and they've got all their clothes on. And here comes the trumpeters, the shofar guys, and they're all tooting their shofars. You got the tambourine people. Ooh, hold on. You got the tambourine people. And they're all getting excited. And you got the dancers. And there's people all dancing. And it's like this procession into the temple, into the tent that David created for God. How majestic was that and beautiful. And here's Miss Michal. Oh, David, seriously, you don't even have your kingly robes on. Oh my God, he's dressed like a priest. Oh, he put the ephod on. You're not supposed to wear the ephod. The priests are supposed to wear. Oh my God, now he's dancing. Oh my God, he's dancing before God. He is dancing before the Ark of the Covenant. Yes, I believe in the Ark of the Covenant. Yes, I know that it is God. But don't you know, I am Queen Michal. And Queen Michal, does not need to see her handsome husband dancing like a child. Oh my God. I am so embarrassed. I do not even know what to do. I do not even know what to say. Oh my God. I am horrified. Gotta fix my hair now. And what did David say? He said, girl, please. You think I was bad now? You ain't seen nothing yet, because I'm going to embarrass you even more. Why? Because I love my God. My God is the reason why I'm here. My God is the reason why I am here. And your father is, oh yeah. Where is your dad, Michal? What happened to him? Oh, that's right. God replaced him with me. Oh, what a shame. And you know what's really sad? She never repented. She never said, you know what, David, I was stupid. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said the things I did. Will you forgive me? And went up to God and said, God, I'm sorry. I want to dance. Woo! And just something. Girl, come on. Read the writing on the wall. Repent. She never did. Nope. Our girl never repented. Nope. She just didn't care. Okay, you have a great day. And then David did something worse. Oh, he did something worse than dancing before God and killing Goliath. First Chronicles 16 talks about how David created the first worship team. Y'all, y'all, your head's gonna spin. Ooh, y'all need to hang. Just take a deep breath. Sadly enough, the Bible does not give enough attention to this. The writers, they kind of glossed over this. They gave a chapter for something that should have been a book on its own. Y'all, writers, come on. What he did is he gave one chapter, and he talked about how God instituted a 24-hour, 365-day worship team. Yeah, y'all think your worship is long? Your worship doesn't go for a whole day and a night and the next day and the next night and the next day and the next night. It is the most amazing story you will ever read. First Chronicles 16, y'all need to read that. What David did is he took the money that was meant to be spent on the military, and he said, y'all got a great idea. And they're all looking at each other. Oh God, David's got an idea. Okay, let's hear your idea, David. I want to institute worship. Okay, what's worship? Singing songs. Yeah, I like to sing songs, David. Songs are fun. I enjoy songs. Songs are nice. Yeah, I like songs, David. But we're going to have it 24 hours a day. Okay, you're talking about 24 hours a day singing and tambourines and the shofar. 24 hours a day. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. David, honey, have you been out in the sun for too long? Maybe we need to talk. David, sometimes people get a little lost. And we have a nice doctor here that you can talk to about your little worship team. Wouldn't that be exciting? And David's like, no, dude, seriously, I got this from God. I know about worship. I know what it does. I've seen what God can do. Okay, David, okay, we could tolerate you dancing before the ark. We got that. It was cute watching you dance. Woo! Yeah, we liked it. It was cute. We took videos. We put them on YouTube. Actually, one of them even got 100,000 hits. You can now put commercials on your YouTube channel now, David. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can make a little bit of money off that. But David, 24-hour worship? Who's going to be worshiping? I was thinking the sons of Korah. Oh my God, the sons of Korah. You're going to use the sons of Korah. David, you remember what Korah did with Moses? He kind of rebelled and the whole earth opened up and they were down and, Yeah, but sons of Korah have been really faithful. They've been doing what they were supposed to do in the temple. They've been guarding the temple doors. There's some guys out there really artistic. They know their stuff. Yeah, but I don't know how CNN's going to do with that, because, and I think the cancel culture is going to go after them, because they're going to bring up what their granddad did years ago. And today on BNN News, Israel rocks over the news of King David starting a worship team. Later today, we will be talking to Philistines about their reaction of King David starting his worship team. His wife, Michal, will be on later to debate, is her husband insane? And generals and leaders are now considering resignation. That's coming up today on BNN News. Stay tuned. It's fine. Don't worry about it. God's faithful. Okay. They created this incredibly huge worship team where they had different shifts coming in. And there would be people. They would strum their little lyres, their little harp thingies. And they with their shofars. And they do it late at night. And so it would be dark out. You'd have a little fire going. People would have their lights everywhere. They'd be sitting outside. And you'd have somebody who's just kind of strumming a little lyre, lightly tapping a tambourine. And you'd hear these people, they would just be singing these really soft songs. And nobody else would hear them because everybody else was asleep. And so they'd be singing these real soft worship songs to God. And every now and then they might see something kind of odd. Like maybe they see somebody that was kind of walking around. Maybe they weren't supposed to be there and they think, who is that? And they go on in, this person go on in to where the ark was and they go in after him. They couldn't find him. Just kind of disappeared. Maybe that was Jesus walking amongst his people, thinking one day I'm going to be here. One day I'm going to walk here. I'm going to walk down these streets. This is going to be awesome. They go back to singing their songs and everybody be listening to them. Maybe somebody would come out and do a little slow dance and just be real quiet. And they just worship God and love him. And then you would have shifts that would come in and maybe the shifts would all get together and then they'd sing till the sun rose. Nobody really wanted to go home. Nobody really wanted to take a vacation. Because their job was to worship God 24 hours a day. Imagine that. Imagine that kind of insecurity that David had. Imagine that kind of insecurity that hit David in the middle of the night. But what if David had a glimpse as to what worship is capable of doing? And he saw what worship could do. And maybe he saw countless generations doing the same thing. But he knew something was up and he knew that God was capable of doing something. And he never let it get to him. It never bothered him. He just pressed forward. Why? Because King David knew that God is faithful. And King David knew his God was greater than what he was doing. And he knew that his God felt better about him than anybody else could ever feel. And was Michal embarrassed? Oh, I'm sure she was. She probably just thought, I can't even look at him. And she missed out on everything. She missed out on everything. She missed out on watching God move. She missed out on the stories. She missed out on the Sons of Korah. If you've ever read the Psalms by the Son of Korah, I highly encourage you, read the songs by the Sons of Korah. Read those songs. They're deep. I could just imagine these guys sitting around a campfire just kind of writing songs. They're supposed to go home. They're supposed to go to bed. And they're sitting here writing out songs. Writing out songs about God. As a deer pants for water, so I pant for my God. They had no idea what they were writing about. That's pretty trippy, isn't it? I want to share one last thing with you guys that Vivian Hibbert talked about, and I'm going to have Vivian's link down below because I think she's awesome. She, to my opinion, is the best worship teacher out there, and if you've not seen Vivian, yeah, you're going to see her because I'm going to put her link down below because she will blow your mind. Anyway, she talked about something. I'm going to read this verse to you guys because I think this verse is just awesome, and I want to read this verse to y'all. It's in Psalm 27, 7 through 10. And it's from the Passion Version. I highly encourage you guys to look at the Passion Version. And it says, so wake up, you living gateways. Lift up your heads, you ageless doors of destiny. Welcome the King of glory, for he is about to come through you. And you ask, who is this King of glory? The Lord, armed and ready for battle. The mighty one, invincible in every way. So wake up, you living gateways, and rejoice. Fling open, you ageless doors of destiny. Here he comes. The King of glory is ready to come in. He's knocking at the door. You ask, who is this King of glory? He is the Lord of victory, armed and ready for battle. The mighty one, the invincible commander of heaven's hosts. Yes, he is the King of glory. Okay, y'all need to understand, we are the living gateways. We are, us flaggers, when we get out these flags and we're flagging them and we're thinking, oh yeah, my little poochie. God, I hope nobody sees my poochie stomach. Oh, does my hair look all right? Oh, my flag's a little tattered. I hope someone doesn't see it. Do you think anybody will like my tunic? Oh man, what about my skirt? Do you think anybody will like? No, no. You are a living gateway. You are a living gateway that is being flung open. And the King of glory is coming straight through you into that congregation. So the next time you're worried about your hair or your poochies, your fluffies, and you don't like your fluffies, or you're worried that your tunic is from Goodwill, or you don't have the most expensive flags, you need to remember you are a living gateway that Jesus uses to come through you into the congregation and to touch them and to heal them. And Jesus is walking down your aisles because you, a living gateway, flung yourself open and you started worshiping him, and the King of glory is coming in. So it's not about the hair. It's not about the tunic. It's not about the fluffies and the poochie and the stomach. It's not about the double chin. Right here. It's not about the makeup or the hair. It's not about any of that. It's about the fact that Jesus died for you and made you into a gateway, into a gate, a living gate. And Vivian Hibbert said that, and y'all gonna look at her page because y'all are gonna love it. All right, gang, that's it for today. Remember, go to church. If your church is open, go to your church. And if your church isn't open, just do it in your living room. Remember, take your flags and go grrr, right in Satan's face. And I will see you next time on Come Flag with Me. Woo! Fling open your gates, you living gateways, and allow that King of glory to come on in. See you next time. Bye-bye.